we are DCP Princess Tales. I'm Chriselle.
And I'm Mitchell.
And today we are actually filming our first video ever. So if you guys could please be kind to us and give us any likes, concerns, or feedback in our next couple of videos, it is welcome. Today we're going to read you the do's and don'ts of Disney just because we are both alum. I was spring 17.
And I was spring 2016 and 2017.
And we both ended up extending into the summer 17. So we just figured we'd just read some videos just to ease some concerns for you guys. So number one on the list was do be optimistic.
I agree. Do be optimistic on the journey that you're going to have with the Disney College program. It is a hard journey and it definitely can be overwhelming at times, but this is a fun process as well.
It is a very much fun process. I know sometimes you can be a little nervous about the upcoming things and where you're going to be, or even the housing, or even the situation about your job, but as long as you keep a nice and open mind about it, you should be fine. Number 2 says don't get discouraged.
Agreed. There are going to be times you want to quit. There are going to be times you don't feel like you should be there, to be honest, but you have to keep going. This is something that not everyone can do, and it all in the end wants to be fun.
Yeah, and then touching it back on before, don't get discouraged. Your first couple of weeks are just for you to learn and get to know everything and just start really experiencing things. So just keep that mind open. Let's see. Number 3 here says do go to the parks as soon as you gain access.
Yes.
Yes.
I know, some people can't because you do, traditions is different for everyone. Some are in the morning, some are in the evening. Mm-hmm. Some people can't go, day of you get your blue ID, but next day, yes, and some people have training next day. I understand. We all understand it. But whenever the first time you get to go into the park as a cast member is truly magical because you're one of these people who make that magic for everyone.
Yeah, for me, I had only been to Disney prior one time, and it was for our senior trip in high school. So me being able to go to the parks as soon as I got access was just the icing on the cake to my whole experience. Number 4 says don't just go to the Disney parks, and that is so true. You are in a new state, a new environment with new people, and there's so much more to Florida than just Disney.
There's, Disney has a bus transportation that takes you to, different stores, and one of the locations is the Florida Mall. I would say take the opportunity to go there if you don't have a car, but you may end up finding friends who do have cars who'll take you to the beach, who'll take you to Devil's Canyon. There are plenty of natural parks in Florida. There are plenty of places for you to visit. There's even more multiple theme parks that you can go to while you're staying at Disney.
Yeah, for me, we're actually from New Orleans. So basically, we have a pretty good nightlife here. And Florida, give it a chance, has one of the top-notch nightlives. I know I was able to go to clubs. I was 21 when I did my program, so yeah, it wasn't anything illegal. But I was able to go to the clubs. I was able to experience things. I made friends who had cars, so we were able to go to the beaches. What is that little it's it's a Ferris wheel.
Oh, the Eye.
Yeah, the Eye. We actually went on the Eye of Florida. So there's a lot of stuff that you guys can do. Just take advantage of it. Don't only just hit the parks. And also go to Universal. Don't let the competition scare you. Just go to both. So number 5 here says do take advantage of your discounts, and please do. Yes. Please do. Please.
And that discount means more than merchandise. I get that we get our discount on merchandise, but that discount is more use your discount on the hotel rooms. Even if you just want to spend a night in a hotel room by yourself or with friends, do it. Do it. And then you
won't regret it. Trust me. You will not. There's going to be some times, we're not trying to scare you guys, but there's going to be some times where you really just want TLC. You want your own space. You don't want to be bothered. You just want to relax. So your discount comes so clutch. So clutch whenever you just want to get a room by yourself. Be away.
And use the discount. They have different food options for discount as well. Not every restaurant is discount, ready, but you can use it on certain nicer restaurants. Which your Disney trip so much better when you can go to a restaurant and say, hey, I'm a cast member and I want to use my discount at this restaurant.
Yeah, so please, guys, please take advantage of those discounts. You never know. And plus, sometimes, I'm not gonna like lie, that discount gets you way more than what you even thought it would.
Yeah.
So number 6 here says, don't close yourself off. Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna meet tons of people on the Disney College Program from around the world and around the United States if you're from the US, and around the world if you're not from here. It is something that is the most magical part about the Disney College Program, of being able to meet people who share that same common goal of that you wanted to be here at the Disney College Program.
Yeah, like for me, I was able to meet so many people. Like my roommates, not saying all of them, but most of my roommates.
Later discussions.
But most of my roommates still, like, we're best friends. We talk to each other. We support each other. She even applied. Well, they both probably applied. One's probably going to do the summer alumni program. Like, we keep in touch. And even, like, friends that I made from my job, we all still keep in touch. Like, we're in each other's lives. Like, you never know the kind of bonds you will make from this experience.
Definitely.
So, number 7 here says, do take lots of pictures. No. But yes. But no.
Agree. I don't think you should have to take a lot of pictures. Live in the moment of your Disney College Program. Yes, take pictures. We're not saying, like, don't take pictures ever. But there are so many times you're going to just want to live in the moment of going to Disney. Like, watching the fireworks show without a phone in your hand.
Is so... You guys, like... If I could tell you, like, this, like, all the things that you probably miss out on just because you're trying to hurry up and get a photo, like, honestly, I've seen it happen so many times. Like, you are in this place and you get to go to this park and utilize everything for free for months. Go to the parks, experience the parks. You will get photos later. Honestly, I'm not trying to be a hater and I'm not trying to be like, oh, don't take pictures. But if you're not living in the moment, how are you ever going to remember? Like, I don't want to remember something by saying, yeah, I took a picture there. I want to be like, yeah, I went on that ride. I experienced it. I met new people. When I was in the queue line, we all had fun. Like, it's different when you're just trying to hurry up and take a picture. Like, I've seen people plan their day just to get a picture. Like, you're just going to go to the park, take a picture, and then leave. So live in the moment. Please be a part of the moment. That's all I can say is just be a part of the moment. Number 8 here says, don't be afraid to try something new.
Definitely.
Definitely.
I know a lot of people who've been to Disney World and still don't know that there's boat transportation at Walt Disney World, who have never been on, a boat in the Disney property. There's always new things at Disney that you haven't tried. Food, locations, going to the resorts, plenty of things that people haven't done.
Yeah, like, for me, I'm a baby, guys. Like, I really don't like to try new things. Most of the time, I'm just comfortable in what I'm doing, and Disney actually pushed me to try more. I was able to experience new foods, new cultures, new everything, just because I was so receptive of everything and utilized everything that was in front of me. So please, please, please do not close yourself off to anything. And we're on to number 9 here. I see it says, do explore the resorts. Yes. The resorts are hidden gems, and you guys would never believe the stuff that's there. Like, you would never believe the things that are there.
And most resorts you'll hear, everyone talk about are Poly and Contemporary. There are more resorts than those two. And Grand Flow. There are more resorts than those 3. Please explore outside of those resorts. My favorite resort is Old Key West, and I'll let you know a little bit more about it later. But there's the tiny resorts that no one knows about because people don't ever visit them, so there are more things to do there.
Yeah, like, you guys, at first, I thought Yacht and Beach was just for, like, old people. I thought it was just the old people resort. You just go there. You don't want to be around people. I don't know. I just have a stigma once I hear the word yacht. But if you actually go there, it is so bomb. Like, all I can do is say hashtag Jelly Rolls. You guys will find out about Jelly Rolls, but once you know, you know. Number 10 says, don't call out frequently.
Agreed. Agreed, because those who don't call out frequently do get moved up to better positions of like trainer,
and then you look more, I want to say, responsible.
Yeah, and if you want to stay with the company, that is something that does stay on your record. Even after you leave the company, your absences do stay on your record.
Yeah, I can say I didn't make a habit of calling out on my program. Now, there is going to be some times, well, it's a do on this list later on, but there's going to be some times where you just want to take some time to yourself and you have to call out, but just don't make a habit of calling out.
Yeah.
Number 11, like I said, it says do take time for yourself.
Definitely.
So please, please, please make sure you're taking care of yourself. The one thing I always say is that yes, you may feel guilt or a little, I guess, survivor's remorse from the process of being picked to go to Disney over someone else. Yes, you are living an experience, but to live that experience, you still have to take care of yourself and make sure you're healthy.
Definitely. Make sure there's literally a drugstore so close to the apartment buildings. If you need something, like, go get it. Don't feel like, oh, it's too late or I just got off of work. You know, you should have certain types of medications with you to make sure that you're going to be healthy in your apartment. Because there are times you're going to get, you know, DCP sickness of that you just feel so tired that you are sick.
The sickness of feeling tired. You don't know that DCP tiredness until you want to take a fistful of like Gatorade powder and just shove it in your mouth. Honestly, I don't recommend that for anyone. You might have a heart attack, but you get to that point. Number 12 here says, don't spend all your money. And guys, honestly, spend that money. Spend the coins. Well, I will say, make sure you take care of your bills and stuff first. Obviously, you want to take care of your bills and make sure the responsibilities are paid off, honey. But once they're paid off, go to town. You only get to be in this experience probably once in a lifetime. You never know. But just spend your money.
Spend your money. It's worth it. I can say that, yeah, I did come home with a little money at the end of each program, but I spent money where I wanted to spend money, where I thought it was nice. So by the time I came to my next paycheck, did I not have money sometimes? Of course. But it's because I was living
the broke life. The Disney life.
The best life.
So that takes us to number 13. Do go to housing events. Honestly, housing events are kind of lame. I'm DCP housing. If you can see this or if you do watch this, I'm so sorry. They're lame.
They're not for every. Okay, here's how I compare them to. They're like dorm housing events. Like when you're in college, like dorm housing events. So like if you love those, they're for you. But if we're never into those in like college or, you know, like those events in high school, if you had those, if you're not into those kind of things, then you're probably not going to be into these. But if you wanted to try something new, like you didn't do it in college and you wanted to do it, definitely like go do it. I'm not saying don't do it. They're just not for me as a person.
That brings us to the next one. It says, don't let the peer pressure get the best of you. I don't really know where this came from, just because for me, during my experience, I'm not trying to say that my experience is everyone's experience, but I didn't really face any peer pressures, or no one ever pressured me to do anything during my program.
And I guess maybe because we were 21 going into, or 21 and older going into
our program.
We didn't feel that much peer pressure from anyone, because I guess people who aren't do feel peer pressure to drink, maybe not from me. And maybe,
yeah. For me, during my program, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't 21 at first. We left, our arrival date was the 28th. My birthday is February 21st. So I had like a good 2 weeks or so before I was actually 21. So during that during that time, I didn't really feel pressures. It was mainly just going to the parks and actually learning and experiencing things. So I'm not going to say you don't feel pressured. You may feel internal pressure from yourself of wanting to fit in, maybe if you're still underage during your whole program time. But other than that, don't let it get the best of you. Like, you are experiencing so much more to where you don't really need to face the pressure like that in the first place. Number 15 says, do call your family and friends and stay in touch. And this is a little touchy for both of us, just because we might not feel the same as everyone else. But for me, I say yes, call your family, but friends, it doesn't really matter. If your friends are truly your friends, they'll call and check on you. They'll stay in touch with you. They'll keep that bond open and that relationship open. For me, on my program, I actually lost a lot of friends. A lot of my friends back home weren't as understanding to me being away, and they took it as me just leaving. So they decided not to keep that friendship open with me. Now, I'm not saying all my friends left, because I still do have a couple of friends. I have a loving goddaughter, a loyal friend, another loyal friend, and we also rock it to this day. But most of my other friends, a lot of them ended up packing up, moving away, and don't even talk to me anymore.
I agree. Family is something that you have to keep in touch with. There are things that happen in Orlando that make you want to stay in touch with your family, or seeing families at the Disney parks every day make you want to have that connection with your family even more. Friends are going to be hard to stay in touch with. I've seen friendships not last because of the Disney College Program, because you are building new ones every day at the Disney College Program. And, you know, as Chriselle said, you aren't talking to these people every day because you don't have time for it. And you do see them stop talking to you a little bit, and it does hurt a little bit in the beginning, but you understand that they're not going through this process, you are, and they probably won't understand why the Disney College Program was so important to you in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. So we're not saying ditch your friends, because we would never say ditch your friends, but we are saying that if your friends don't get it, don't feel bad either. You didn't make a bad choice by following your dreams and going to Disney. They just either need to be a little bit more understanding, or I don't know, suck it up, buttercup, I guess. But another rule, they say, number 16, is don't take this experience for granted, and I can wholeheartedly agree. Do not take this experience for granted. I always say it like this: there are a ton of approvals, a ton of congratulations, a ton of people who get in, but for every person who gets in, somebody gets that no longer in consideration email. So whenever you're there, just think about that and try to live your best life, because there's someone at home who wanted to get in that didn't get in.
Definitely. Just agree totally with that.
Alrighty, so that actually ended it, but the person also left a little note about don't being afraid and being curious about, I guess, all things Disney. And I can say I agree. Always keep your mind open and always wonder about the next thing and where things could take you, because with your DCP program, there's also other things. There's private internships, and you can even go full-time with Disney if you actually put forth enough effort. So you never know where it could take you. So just keep yourself open.
Yeah, definitely. Being curious is what brings a lot of people to the Disney College Program in the first place. So just trying to go to a new location or see something new for the first time. I've seen plenty of people on my 2 traditions going to the park and seeing that person's first time seeing the Disney park, which is one of the best things I could ever see. Mm-hmm. I guess we'll go into the next topic for us, which is our roles for our Disney College programs. As I said, I was Disney College Program 2016, where I was quick service food and bev at All-Star Resort, and I extended through the summer for that program as well and became merchandise at Old Key West, which is why it's my favorite resort, because it's where I felt most at home. And then for my 2017 spring program, I was merchandise again at Disney Springs at Art of Disney, Disney's Magic Christmas.
Is it Magic?
Nope. It's
Disney Christmas.
Days of Christmas. That's the name of the store.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Days of Christmas.
And Wonderful World of Memories.
So guys, this brings me to a special topic. It's a side note. Do not be upset, disappointed if you don't end up in the park. For my Spring 17 stay or program with Disney, I was attractions. So with that, I was wide-eyed. I had just got in. I was so excited. Yeah, I got attractions. I'm going to be in the park. I'm going to make families happy. I'm going to make all these experiences. You guys, I was Magic Kingdom Auto Plaza and parking. Actually, I never got to do parking. I stayed in the Auto Plaza. So I was nowhere near the park, nowhere near the Magic, nowhere near anything. So, yeah. With that, I'm not going to say it was a horrible job. I met some of the best friends I have in life now from the Auto Plaza. But just don't get your hopes up too high just in case you end up not in the park. It's not the worst thing in the world because you never know where that career could take you. But yeah, it was an experience working Auto Plaza. I can say that for sure.
It's hard not working in a park, and I totally understand it because my first program, that's all I wanted to do was work in the park. And I was put in a resort, which I thought was not going to be fun at all, which I made the best friends at the resort at All Star Music. But I was told a lot that we were the lowest people to get a job at Disney and that we weren't the best people for the park. Mm-hmm. And that's not true at all. The people I worked with at All Star Music were the hardest working people I have ever worked with, and working in merchandise at resorts is hard. Working in these locations that are not in the parks are hard, and I know the working in the park is hard as well. I know you have the late hours. I know it's a struggle to deal with people constantly coming in and out. It's hard to work at Disney.
It's hard in general.
It's
Every
hard
job
work.
comes with its difficulties. Even if you're a face character, you're a princess, you're whatever, you're friends with whoever, it's all hard. We're not taking any vice away from any career. But let's just say we all have to be mindful of what we all do.
So with that being said, we're going to end our video with something special. So we're going to do a giveaway of a special pin that we have. And if you like and subscribe to our channel here, and then down below we'll have a link to our Instagram. Go over there and like our picture and comment, and we'll definitely pick someone from that list and DM them our special pin and send it to them.
So we thank you guys for being patient with us and actually watching our first video. This is a huge success for us, and we just want to thank you guys, and please stay along this journey with us because we would love nothing more than to just share our princess tales with you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.